Hello everyone, hello. How we doing tonight? Hope you guys are doing and feeling well. Coming to you from a very cold night here in California. It's definitely December. It's definitely winter, and it feels like it. But I'm in here all warm and cozy. I'm going to pour myself an adult beverage, and I'm about to listen to some of these records behind me. But before I do that, I wanted to show you some latest records I got. The latest haul. They're new records. I'm gonna wait. I haven't had any time to really dig, so a lot of these were special order items. One record I picked up in the store. Once the holidays pass and life kind of goes back to normal, I want to go back to digging for used records and to stay away from some of the new vinyl. Maybe take some chances on some artists I've been curious about, but never dove into their albums or their music. I want to get back into used records again because that was fun. Of course, new records are fun to have too because no one's ever played them before and they're in good condition, excellent condition usually. So I'm looking once the holidays, like I said, once it passes, I'm looking forward to going back to some vinyl digging for used records. I'm going to get back into that for sure. Alright, so I'm going to show you some of the new stuff that I've bought lately. Only a few records. This one from Peter Gabriel, his brand new album, I.O. There we go. I don't know what's the point of this. It doesn't stay on. This, what looks like an Obi strip. It doesn't stay on, it's not attached. It's hard to keep this with the record. I know eventually I'm going to end up losing this because I'm not, from lack of paying attention or whatever, and I'm going to end up misplacing it, and then it's too bad because I like the color of it. This is the Dark Side Mixes. This is what I went with. I really don't know the difference between the two versions. The other Light Side Mixes, I guess it's called, and it has a pink strip to it. The only reason I went with this is because my favorite color is blue, and I like the way the blue looks against this black and white photo. That's the only reason I bought this version. I don't really know the difference between between the two, and I didn't really feel like buying this album twice, so I just went with my favorite color, Dark Side Mixes. So there we go. Not for any. That's the only reason I got Dark Side, because it's blue. All right. I love this album. This is a really good album. I'm a big Peter Gabriel fan. Obviously, being a Genesis fan. Okay, I love that gatefold. It's very cool looking. Absolutely love the artwork. And there's the back of it. First of all, I love the packaging of this album. This is actually a pretty cool photo of Peter Gabriel in hands on the front cover. It's pretty cool. It's a 2-record set. And it came with this cool book of lyrics and artwork as well. Just go through it really, show you a few photos, not the whole thing, but that's not too visually happening. It's not bad. So there we go. And this book is really put together quite nicely. I like the pictures on it. Some really nice, interesting artwork, along with the lyrics, the credits of the band, a little story or memories of the album, of the song. This was pretty nice. This is probably my favorite photo. This right here. Unusual, yes, but interesting. Just like the music, unusual but interesting. I do love this album, like I said. Side 1, every song on Side 1 is really good. I remember he started releasing singles for every full moon, that whole campaign of this album. And I think it took him about a year to do that. I mean, I think I listened to the first 2 releases on YouTube, and then I kind of just stopped listening because every full moon was a new song, and I don't know, I just kind of I sat there thinking to myself, I wish he would just release the album. I'm not really into these YouTube releases every full moon, though it was a clever marketing strategy, I must admit. Here's the label. Really nice looking labels. Music is really good on this. Like I said, I love every song on side one. The production, the mix on this is studio production, and the mix very good on this record. Really love it. 2-record set, like I said. Side 2 also some great songs as well. But my favorite song on here so far, because I've only listened to this twice, is Road to Joy. It's a good song, a really good song. I remember I heard a live version of it before on YouTube. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see Peter Gabriel live on his recent tour. I wish I had. But when he did Road to Joy, live version of it on YouTube, it's an audience recording. Someone must have filmed it with their phone, but it sounded really good. So that was one I really couldn't wait to listen to on here. So people will say this is probably his most commercial album since So, and they put it right up there with it. I guess I would agree with that. These songs are pretty catchy, but in the production there's lots going on, and it's going to be one of those albums that, you know, the more you listen to it, you know, you'll learn things in the mix that maybe you didn't catch the first time or second time around. I could tell this is going to be one of those albums, and that's what makes it interesting. Gabriel makes really amazing, interesting music and very original. That's really what I love about his sound, and this album encapsulates that really well. So I'm really a big fan of this record. I wouldn't say I like every song on it. There's 12 songs on here. I probably like about 10, which is pretty good, right? There's only 2 songs I don't really care for. But that's only because, like I said, I only listened to it twice. Those songs can grow on me, of course, but overall, I like what I hear. And this is a strong release from Peter Gabriel. Packaging's real nice. I would be interested in hearing this album, in a surround sound mix. I think that would be really cool to hear this album in surround sound mix. I bet you that would sound awesome. So, if you're a Gabriel fan, you're going to dig it. And I am a Gabriel fan, and I love that record. So, Peter Gabriel, I.O. I'm going to show you a bootleg now of Peter Gabriel's former band, Genesis. It's been a long time since I showed a brand new Genesis record on the channel in one of my videos. Long overdue, and well, this is still a bootleg. It's cool to have something new, some new old music from Genesis. So this is Genesis at the Nassau Coliseum in 1981, the Long Island broadcast. So this is a FM broadcast of one of their concerts during 1981, which was the Abacab tour. So there's the front of it. This is a 2-record set. There's the back. And there's the gatefold. Nice picture in the gatefold. This picture actually is from it looks like it's from 1981. This is, to me, 1986, but still a nice picture of the 3 guys. And nice picture of the touring band. Daryl Stuermer on guitar, Chester Thompson on drums, joining Genesis on the road as always back in the 80s. Really cool. The track listing for this is very similar to 3 Sides Live, but the mix on this, I listened to this a few times. I actually prefer this mix than 3 Sides Live. This one sounds really good. It's really powerful and ballsy. It sounds like how they sound at a live show. It really does. Bass sounds real thick and powerful. It has a lot of punch to it, and it sounds good coming out of the speakers. Really good. So I also think I may prefer this mix to the 3 Sides Live mix. And the songs are pretty similar, with the exception of the songs here on side C. It has No Reply at All, Firth the Fifth, and Man on the Corner. And the final side, side D, we have, Dance on a Volcano and the drum duet. And you get maybe a minute teaser of Los Angeles Live. So that's what's on this record. That's how the difference between the songs from this and Three Sides Live. But the mix, like I said, it's a really, really good mix. If you're a fan of Genesis during the Duke and Abacab era, which was the early 80s, 81, 80, you're going to dig this. I think if you're a fan of that era of the band, you're really going to love this. It may, like I said, it may remind you of Three Sides Live, but the mix is really good. Especially on Abacab. Abacab sounds really powerful on this, on this version, this bootleg. Really good stuff. 2-record set, like I said. It's on black vinyl. And we got the front picture on the label. And then the back side has the track listing. So, a very enjoyable listen. This is, even though I'm a big fan of the Peter Gabriel years of Genesis, I have a real soft spot for, the early 80s of Genesis. The Duke album, Abacab, the Shapes album, which was Genesis self-titled. That period of those 3 records, I really loved the band during those years. And so this bootleg is right up my alley. I enjoyed the hell out of this. And I've played it in its entirety probably 3-4 times, and I get it. It's a blast listening to this compilation. I'm all this live recording, this bootleg. Really good. So, like I said, if you're a fan of Genesis in the early 80s, you might want to get your hands on this. You'll find this very interesting. Okay, so that's it for that English band. And on to another English band, which is OMD. This is their latest album called Bauhaus Staircase, which came out about a month or so ago. From what I'm hearing, this might be the last studio album for OMD. I really hope that's not so, because they're one of my favorites as well. But if this is the last album for them, they really went out with a winner. This is a great album. Oh man, it reminds me a little bit of Architecture and Morality. I'm not saying it sounds exactly like that album, but it kind of gives me those vibes a little bit. Really cool keyboard sounds and electronic drum sounds and some amazing grooves. Good vocals on here. Songs are catchy and very interesting. Lots of layers of sound and keyboards, so it's pretty cool to listen to this. And I got it on colored vinyl, which is a combination of gray and red vinyl. Am I holding it up right? Oh, it goes this way. So, beautiful looking record. Very beautiful. And music's amazing. The music is amazing. I hope they come to America, or California I should say, in support of this album. I would definitely go see that show. I don't know, the way some of the guys in the band talks about this album in interviews, they kind of hint that this may be the last studio record for them. And like I said, I really hope not, because they're one of my favorites. I've seen them live probably 3 or 4 times now, and every time I see them, it's a great show. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. A lot of people dancing. People are really into OMD in my area, because every time I've seen them, they get a huge turnout, and everybody is so enthusiastic for all the music. People just lose their minds when they see OMD here, and everybody walks out with a big smile on their faces and head in the clouds. They're very popular here, which surprises me, because I think everybody would be more into Duran Duran or Culture Club. I think OMD would be a little too weird for people around my neck of the woods, but every time I go to an OMD show around here, it draws a lot of people, and people know the songs, and they are just nuts for this band, and I'm one of them. And a really good latest studio album from them. Great collection of songs, great productions. Sounds good on coming out of the speakers. And a brilliant mix on this. So not only is it a good songwriting, but it sounds good on my stereo. So OMD's latest album. All right, this was a gift This was gifted to me by the singer in my band, and I guess it was an extra record that he thought he didn't have, but in his collection, turns out he did. So he just gave it to me. So it's from the Smiths. Sideways Here We Come. Oh, Strange Ways Here We Come. Is a record. Wow, it looks bright on there. Okay, now you can see it. So I like the Smiths. I wouldn't say I'm a huge fan of the Smiths, but I like them. I like some songs from Morrissey as well. So I didn't mind bringing this in the collection. I have no Smiths in my collection at all. So this will be the first one. I've only spun this once. And I thought, not bad. Not bad. For the life of me, I can't remember any of the names of the songs. I just spun this one time. And I just thought, not bad. It's not bad. Like I said, never been a fan of this band, but it was a pretty enjoyable spin. I'll give it that. Comes with the original insert with all the lyrics on it. So, and it's on black vinyl. And there we are. Very cool record. Very cool record. Like I said, I can't remember any of the names of the songs. I only listened to this one time. I'm not really very knowledgeable about their music. I'm not saying I don't like it. It's just not something I listen to hardly at all unless something comes on the radio or I see something on YouTube or whatever. I won't mind listening to it. It's not bad. It just wasn't a band I follow and don't make myself familiar with. I can't say this record's going to get a lot of listens here. I might spin it maybe one or two more times for the entire time it's in my collection. It was a gift to me from my singer in my band, and I was very touched that he wanted to give this to me. So I accepted it, brought it home, and listened to it. I thought, not bad, not bad. My mind wasn't blown or anything, but not bad. I can't say I'm going to take a deep dive into their catalog. I might, but if I see a record in decent shape for a decent price, who knows? And if I'm in that kind of mode, who knows? But at least I got one Smith record. Not bad. Okay, here comes another bootleg. This one's from Alice in Chains, one of my favorite bands from the 90s. When I first bought this, I thought it was a FM radio broadcast. Because down here you can see some call letters, KBFM/FM. So hopefully that can be made out. So I figured, Alice in Chains live FM broadcast recording. After I saw that, I was like, this should be interesting. There's the back. And this was recorded live in Oakland, California, which is about an hour's drive from here, on October 8th, 1992. And this was only like $18 I found in a shop. And I thought, wow, interesting. I'll give this a ring, because I'll give this a spin. I mean, because it has, I like the set list on here. Some of the songs that are in here that I like is Damn That River, Them Bones, Wood, Godsmack, Angry Chair, Man in a Box being the last song. So some of my favorite songs from Alice in Chains are on this live recording. So I was pretty enthusiastic to buy it. And I put it on the turntable and listened to it for the first time. And number one, it does not sound like an FM broadcast. This sounds like an audience recording. If it really is an FM broadcast, it's a very poor one. But it does sound like a typical audience recording. Not the best audio. You have to turn up your stereo to get a somewhat decent sound out of it. But the track listing is good. It has a lot of my favorite songs on it. It's on 180 gram vinyl, on green vinyl. I never know if I'm holding this the right way up. Yeah. So on green vinyl, labels look pretty decent. Nice looking record. I like the color. I just wish the quality of the recording was a little better. But oh well, that's life. Before I bought this, I should have did some kind of research online, looked it up on Discogs or any reviews online. And had I done that, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have bought this. I kind of regret buying this only because the sound quality is not really that great. The track listing is good. It's a good set list from 1992. So, and if you're a grunge fan or an Alice in Chains fan, this could be interesting for you. I am a fan of the band. I'm not obsessed with the band, but I do like them. I don't know if I like them enough to be grabbing bootlegs of poor audio quality. But what the hell, it's in my collection now, so... And I don't really feel like going back to the store and getting my money back. So anyway, I'm stuck with it. So there we go. Alice in Chains, Oakland, 1992. Alright, I'm going to show you some 45s now from a box set I just got in the mail somewhat recently, like a few days ago. And it's from ABBA. The Visitors. This box set commemorates the 40th anniversary of their last, well, at the time, for a long time people thought this was their last studio album. Then about 40 years later they come out with Voyage. And now Voyage is their last studio album. But for a long time this was the last one. And I kind of like that picture of the group there. So anyway, these are the 45s from this album in this limited edition box set. And these are numbered. I got number 2,944 out of 3,000. So pretty cool. So anyway, let's open it up and see what we got inside here. These are put together really nicely. 4 singles in here. The first one is for the song One of Us. And I like this real glossy 45 sleeve. Looks really nice. So it's a nice reproduction. I have the original 45 of this. It doesn't look as cool as this. So really cool. Each of the singles comes on colored vinyl, different colors. This one's on orange vinyl. Back with the song Should I Laugh or Cry. And there's that cool Polar label. I can't say this is one of my favorite ABBA albums, but it's a good album. I think the album loses a little momentum on the second side, but the first side of this record is actually pretty good. So, like I said, not always my favorite ABBA album, but it's definitely not their worst either. The next single is for the song Head Over Heels, which was another single from The Visitors. Same picture on the back. Same nice glossy sleeve. These are really put together nice. Really nice. On the B-side, we have the title track from the album, The Visitors. The Visitors is my favorite song on that whole record. Really great song. The lead vocals are done by Frida. A really good song. And I'm glad to have this updated vinyl version of that song. Head Over Heels is a good song too. And it's on blue vinyl. And it looks good with the Polar label. So, really nice 45 there. And I really dig the song. So there we go. Head Over Heels backed with The Visitors. Next up is the song The Day Before You Came, backed with the song Cassandra. Again, same picture in the back. And I remember when I first heard this on a ABBA Best Of compilation, I didn't care much for this song, and as the years went on, it grew on me. And now I don't think it's their best song, but I think it's a good song. Cassandra's actually not bad either. This one's on like a pink vinyl or red vinyl, somewhere in between. Really nice, really nice. So The Day Before You Came. And the last one, probably the worst picture of ABBA I've ever seen on one of their singles. But it's for the song Under Attack. It's funny, this song, the single I showed before, the day before you came, both these songs were not on the Visitors album. They came on a ABBA Hits compilation maybe a year or so later than the release of the Visitors. So that's where this song is from. And like I said, not the best looking picture of ABBA. I don't know why they went with that picture. It's beyond me why they chose that, but oh well. I don't make decisions. I just buy the records. And it's on clear vinyl. Not bad. Not bad. And it's backed with the song You Owe Me One, which is actually a pretty good song. You Owe Me One. I like it. Anyway, that's the 4 singles that makes up this ABBA singles box set for the anniversary of the Visitors, 40th anniversary. And a very nice package it is. Anyway, that's going to do it. Thanks for watching. Leave me some comments, and as always, I'll get back to you and we'll have a little chit-chat. Hope to get back to digging for some used records again. It's cool to own new records, but I want to dig for some used records. I'm itching for that now. Anyway, take care everyone. I'll see you at the next video. Later days.